Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkonye and I'm also known as NdiNaija. Ja. Yo, this is coming a little late because, life happens. Life happens and your sinking funds change and so many things change. Okay, so I have the cash here for my sinking funds. And in case you're new to my channel, just a brief review or overview of what sinking funds are. Sinking funds are where you put money aside, small amounts, little amounts, aggregated amounts in every period, whatever period you determine, in order to either pay a fee, pay a bill, or just pay for things that you know are coming in the future. For example, I have I have to pay for my home warranty every year in April. So in order to have the amount of money that I need, which is about $700 or so, I put aside $700 divided by 11 months, and I put that money aside every month in order to have my $700 by the month that I need it. Now, some people divide by 12 for a year if they have a year. I prefer to have the money ready the month before the bill is due, or, a couple of weeks before the bill is actually due, so that in case anything happens, you have that money there. People do that or do this activity with things like car insurance. When you want to buy a new phone, you can do sinking funds for any category of expenditure that you have that requires a large amount of money. If you have children, it's important to have a sinking fund for your children's clothing, for their activities, for uniforms if they do wear uniforms, things like that. Camp, vacations, you can have sinking funds for whatever you want. These are the categories that I have my sinking funds in. This is my sinking funds tracker, which I set up in one of my previous videos, and I'll put the card up there so you can see. And I've decided that this month I'm going to start writing out based on what my ideal sinking funds should be. So I've been doing my sinking funds and bringing out $425 every month in order to, put the money aside and split it. I got my cash envelope thingy out here. So that's been my MO, right? But if you notice down here, I have $662. So how do you go from 425 to 662? Well, I'm just showing you what I do when I don't have enough money. So not all of these categories will be funded, but I'm going to write all of them out in order to start getting myself used to putting money in these items. I started this the same way, or I did this in this same manner when I didn't have all of these categories. There was a time I only had car maintenance and my son's clothing. After that, I moved from car maintenance. I added subscriptions. Before I bought a home, I was doing these sinking funds. So my sinking funds practice has grown over the years since I started doing this. So just wanted to encourage you, if this isn't something you've done before, to start where you are. You could have only 2 sinking funds and do that for a whole year. But once you get into the habit of it, you see how useful it is, because before you know it, you have this available money that you can use to do whatever you need. Car maintenance especially is big. I pay my car insurance every month, so that's why I don't have a car insurance sinking fund. But if you pay your car insurance every 6 months, it's important to have a car insurance sinking fund so that you don't have, say, $700 to pay in June and December, and then all of a sudden it gets to May and you're like, oh my God, I don't have the money. And then you have to go get a credit card, or you have to go further into debt. Sinking funds are something that will help you keep pushing forward in your finances and not slinking back or sinking back into debt. All right, enough talky. The units that I should have, let's see, let me bring out what I did for February, because I'm putting my ideal or my unit, what it should be, but this will show me what I did last month so that, you know, everything stays the way it should be. All right, so my HOA dues, I had $17 set aside for it. I'm just going to put down $2 here. This is the way I like to do it. Oh, you guys can't see the cash, so let's zoom in a smidge. So I'm separating the cash. Okay, putting the denominations aside. Now I do my sinking funds with cash envelopes. Some people do theirs digitally. I'm going to be an ambassador for Cube Money, which is a digital cash envelope system. And I'll soon start using that soon. There are some items that I won't be using it for, things like home maintenance, but for several of the items, I think I'm going to be moving to a digital system. So I'm supposed to have, I'm going to write what I should do down here, and then what I'm supposed to be adding over here. So this is my guide. I'll start with this, write all these numbers down, move the binder aside, and then write what I'm adding based on what I did for February. So I'll speed you guys up and hold on 1 second. Alrighty, folks, we've run into the age-old problem of not enough money for all the bills. So let's see. Last month, I put money into these categories that we see here. I guess I had more than $425 for my sinking funds, because when I rewrote all these amounts onto here, the total is more than $425. So I'm going to be doing some cutting. Yes, some cutting is necessary, because I mean it's just the way it is. There's just not enough money. So let's see, we have $17 for HOA dues. I can't cut from there. $50 for home maintenance, $59 for home warranty. That is due next month. And then $60 for subscriptions, $20 for tax filing, $30 for the kids' clothing, $50 for uniforms and such, $100 for car maintenance, and $25 for tech replacement. Okay, 411. So I'm going to put the other $14 into my clothing, and I actually have a little more than that because I have some leftover change from January. I made some mistakes in my January cash envelopes, so I had some, you would call it extra cash, but the truth is that I misplaced where I just misplaced some money, putting one in one envelope, and did this and that. So let's count what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Do that again a little silently, shall we? Is that? I think it is. Okay. So 14 14 plus 17, 31. I'm going to put $30 into my clothing fund. And that's it. Time to stuff them envelopes. Time to stuff them envelopes. Starting with HOA dues. HOA dues. We should have 38 bucks in here. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. Starting with 38 plus 17, which should be 55. All right, so 38, and we have 1, 5, and 2. Let's put that here. It should be 55. Now I am filling it in the ending balance here because I don't expect to take anything out this month. Typically in the categories that I expect to take something out of, I write it in pencil and I put it there, just like I did for home maintenance. Home warranty. Okay, we have $490. Oh, we definitely do not have $490. What? We have $549. Okay. This is why I have to write these out on the envelopes as well as my record here, because these two cross-reference each other. Just a way to do checks and balances. That's how you do things as an engineer. That's again 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 10, 20, 30, 535. $549 plus $50. Okay. Should be, what is it? $599. Ooh. I have to check again and see what my costs are. Next month, this amount's going to go down because I'm paying for my next year's home warranty. This is home maintenance. How much do we have here? We should have $221. 2, 10, 15, 221, and I just made a huge mistake. So the $599 should be here. And it should be more than $599. So I'll put that over there. So I still need 50. Let's see. I'm taking out 10. Why am I taking out 10? You see, this is where the confusion comes from. Let's count this. Make sure that this should be $549, okay? I hope. Okay, this is $549, and we're adding $59. 50, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it, 59. So the true calculation should be 549 plus 59, not 50, which gives us $608. And this is why you do things in order. Nkonye, you do things in order so that you prevent and or minimize mistakes. So the correct amount is 608. I'm just going to write over it on here. 608. And that's home warranty, 608. And now this should be correct. So we started with, this was 549. We started with, let's count it, 2, 10, 15. We started with 221. We're adding 50. That should be 271. Okay. And since we already counted it, we know that this is accurate. Yeah, we just had the grass cut. So, hence the removal of funds, which prompted me to say, hold on, where's the money? So we're done with those two. Put them back in the little case. Next item would be subscriptions, which is here, subscription and tax filing. First one, subscriptions, $60. Pretty straightforward. How much is in subscriptions? We should have 257. 150, 70, 90, 200. $257, which is correct. I will need to take some money out of this. I think it should be after the next stuffing because my Sam's Club membership is due next month. And that's it. We're adding $60. Okay. 150. 250. 300. 317. I'll write it in pencil, just in case. Let me make sure the math is correct. 257 plus 60, 317. Why is that single dollar there? Oh, that came from previous. Okay. Tax filing. We just paid tax filing. That was, I don't know, whenever. 210 minus 175. Yep, 35. So we're starting with $35 and we are adding a 20. Let's add 2 10s. Just 20, 30, 40, 55. I don't expect that any of that money will be used, hence my writing it in pen. All right. Tax filing is done. Next would be mine and the child's clothing. We're adding $30 each. So that's 30 for me and 30 for him. I actually do not mind putting a bunch of ones in my envelope. Let's take a 10 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's 30 bucks. How much did we start with? Started with 60 plus 30, that gives us 90. Count again for confirmation. $90. Okay, I didn't add anything in February. Makes sense. Today's the 6th. 90 added 30. My pen is going out. Okay, kid stuff. We began with $294. Yeah, because we just bought uniforms and paid for pictures and a dinner plate. Well, not dinner plate, barbecue plate. They're having a barbecue at school. They're having a barbecue fundraiser at school. 150, 250, 85, 90. Appears to be 294, which is correct. Do I want to make his a round number? I think so. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. It doesn't really matter. Don't shortchange the kid. Why not? I spend my grocery money on him. Ha ha. That's what you get. I kid myself. $294. That's one of the joys of being a parent. You get to see the child grow. You get to feed the wonderful person. He's growing so quickly, y'all. Why don't they ever wait? Like, seriously, I wasn't ready for you to grow this big so soon. All right, enough of the ranting, Mom. Calm down. This is... Oh. Y'all, you guys didn't tell me what I did. Where were you? Where were you when I was putting the money in the wrong envelope? This is for his clothes. This is for his uniforms. So that's fine. I'm just going to add $20 to this, and this should be $344. But I am out of 20s, which is not weird. Oh, the reason being I was supposed to add this 50. So I will take out the $30 I added previously and add the $50 that I should have added. And let's see. That should be $344. Let's count again. All correct, 344. Now, I need to not mix up the location, and I need to read my envelopes. Sigh. All right, so that started off as $294. So thank you for everyone who has been screaming at the screen so far and giving me corrections. I can hear you from the future. I can hear you from the future. So thank you. I do appreciate it. Comment down below if you were yelling at the screen, no, wrong envelope, so that I can give you your e-cake to say thank you. Did I put, no, I put it over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Let's do that again. 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This kid's got money in his clothing envelope. I ain't got nothing. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do as a parent. That is what you do. So we are adding, how much? 30 bucks. How much did I say we had here? That's 130. Oh, I didn't put what I did for February because in February, so I should have 160. All right. So I do have 160. And adding 30, I should have 190. He's a whole $90 or a whole $100 ahead of me. It's not a competition. At the end of the day, the important thing is, thank you, Lord, that this money, whoa, wrong place. Thank you, Lord, that this money is here. I'll just say 190. I should have left a space and put the one for February, but there's no need. There's no need. All right. Uniforms and school clothes, we are done with you. That should be there, and this should be by itself. Next, where's the car maintenance slot? There you go. So I'm going to rearrange this in the order that I put these in. And the next would be that. And then car maintenance and tech replacement. Okay. Bring that here. Car maintenance, $100. That's pretty simple. God, I thank you for keeping my car. I'm going to need to spend money from this month because I need to do my car registration and inspection. And what else do I need to do? There's one more thing I need to do to my... Oh, I need to get an oil change. Yeah, so we're going to have some traction in this envelope this month. I need to make sure that that's... Yes, that is written down in my to-dos for the month. So we are adding $100. Yep, we're building back up. 2. $286. So I'm going to write that in pencil. We started with 186. Yes, there was a time I had over $700 in this envelope. But life happened. Life happened. And thank God I did not need to go to the credit card to get this. All right, next we should be left with $25, which will go into my tech replacement envelope. Let's see if that is correct. I have to start all over again because these notes aren't arranged properly. Calm down. We are left with $25, which brings us to $250. Yay! Thank you, Lord. And this is because I need to, the way my phone is acting, might need to change it sooner than later, so I need to have the money ready, or at least close to ready. Yes, close to ready. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That is, if you haven't listened to anything else about my sinking funds, that's the basis of it. It is better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And with that, we are done. This goes back into the safe. And we shall proceed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you're preparing to spend out of your sinking funds. And if you don't have sinking funds, what sinking funds will you implement after watching this video? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.